What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets checking back in. We have our Week 17 on the dot NFL Week 17 show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We have the season-long championship going on. Unfortunately for me, lost in the semifinals, so I'm in the third place game. Cannot win my championship. However, I'm here to help. If you guys have any season-long questions, throw them in the chat. I will give you my best shot, give you my best answer, and hopefully win you some cash today. We are also going to go over DFS like we do every single show, finalize that, and let you know my exposures to everybody. And then we will also give out free picks and free props and anything that you guys need answered, throw them in the chat. True Styles, what's up, man? It's time. Championship Week 17. Optimism at an all-time high. Every Sunday morning, every Sunday morning around this time, the optimism's flying. I feel like I've created some good lineups this week for DFS, and hopefully we cash pretty bigly. So we'll have a little spike week. And then we also will have those free picks coming up shortly. Right behind me, we got matchbets.com. Some of you guys have taken advantage of this. My 100% sign-up bonus code is DB100, 100% sign-up, and I'll give you a free month of VIP if you guys do this. So anybody who's checking out the stream, go sign up with MatchBets, make your first deposit, send me a picture of it, DM it to me, and you get a free month of VIP. Last month, we were up 42 units in VIP. Absolutely killed the books in December. One of my best months of year to date, and absolutely got after it. So VIP was very, very excited to see that. C. Morg, what's up, buddy? Full point PPR championship, big cash on the line. Let's go. How you feeling? How's that matchup looking for you, C. Morg? I'm rooting for you. All right. Yeah, anybody's got season-long questions, hit me up. Flex, C. Morg, Javonte, Eli Mitchell, or Kirk. I'm going to go Javonte there. I'm going to go Javonte. Eli Mitchell, when he is in, he gets force-fed the ball, 14-point favorites. But I'm gonna go with Javonte. He's got a stupid good matchup, and I really like Javonte today. I think Gordon kind of took a step back last week. 4 rushes for like 7 yards. Did not look good whatsoever. I think Javonte finally takes this over, or just I think he just has a better game than those other two. So Eli Mitchell in a very, very good matchup. And I like Christian Kirk. He's going to be in some of my lineups. Just he's going to be more in game stacks. Very high risk play, I think. He does get targeted a lot. I don't know if he gets in the end zone though. I think you need a Javonte day. A Toothy Drake, what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the follow. And I'm gonna flirt with some NBA videos. I know I throw a lot of props out on Twitter and give some reasoning behind that. So I might do like a one night a week, like an NBA show, maybe like a Wednesday or so when they have like a bigger slate. I think I'm gonna start doing that with NFL kind of winding down. I think it'd be pretty cool. Justin, can you not start Javonte and Mitchell, Seymour, or Pollard? Yeah, I'm going to go Javonte over all those guys. I know it's a split backfield, but Javonte, that's got a stupid matchup, and they're going to run the ball all day long. But that's the only way that they're going to be able to move the football today with Drew Lock as their quarterback. Witty sucks. Thanks for the follow, man. A Toothy, Javonte or Ronald Jones. Ooh, now that's a good one. I have a lot of these guys in DFS. I really, I think on a volume base, you got to go Rojo today. He's going to get 20 plus carries. I think Javonte gets anywhere between 12 to 15. Javonte could have a bigger rush total game, but I think Rojo could have 2 touchdowns or so. So I would slightly lean Rojo over Javonte, but that's pretty damn close. That's a good dilemma to have right there. Seymour, have Zeke and Jones at running back. Oh, so you got Zeke. Okay. Yep. Who the heck is spamming emotes? All right. Let me show you my exposures today. for DFS. So this is with Occupy Fantasy. Guys, go sign up. Let them know I sent you. I don't have a promo code. Just tell them you got sent by .bets. They'll hook you up. Oh, come on, Mr. Bot. 5 emotes is a spam. I guess so. I don't know. All right, so we got Gallup. So it's an underperforming wide receiver for Occupy Fantasy. Means that he's had a lot of production that just hasn't shown just yet. So I'm riding heavily with them. More of a pivot play because I'm stacking the Arizona-Dallas game a lot. So kind of to get a little different from the Zeke, Cooper, and the Cooper-Lamb stacks with Dak. And you can run it back with maybe a Gallup. I do like CeeDee Lamb probably the most, but I think Gallup with the salary relief plus the high upside, maybe he catches a touchdown or so, and he's only projected to be 4% owned. You could shoot up lineups if he does well. So that's my highest exposure today is Michael Gallup. So I'm hoping that he can at least get a touchdown, maybe have a big target game or so. And then someone tell me in the chat, I think James Conner is still a game time decision. I don't think that we're going to know until a little bit later on. So if Conner's active, I probably won't have as much Edmonds. But if he's out, absolutely love Chase Edmonds. You saw what he did last game when Conner was out. So I do like Chase. And then Darrell Williams. So I'm heavy on this Bengals Chiefs game as well. True Styles, no update on Conner. Damn. So what I'm thinking of is, so I'll swap to the Fantasy Labs model here. So Trey Lance is going to be super popular. Super popular. You got him at 4,800, and he's projected to be 20% owned. So in cash games, 100% play Trey Lance. 100%. That's what you should do. And then like Dak and Allen, they're going to be 13 and 12%. Everybody else, because it's a 14 game main slate, you're going to get less ownership of. So I'm going to ride with Mahomes at less than 10% ownership, and I'm going to pay up for Tyreek. I'm going to pay up for Kelsey, and I'll pay for Darrell Williams, and then run it back with one of those receivers from the Bengals. And Joe Burrow, after that monster performance, you would think he would be like Trey Lance status with 20% owned. However, he is only 5% projected. So I'm gonna go run it back with Burrow this week. He's going to be in 5 of my 20 lineups, just kind of how I always have my player pool set up like that. But Burrow, Kyler, Dak, and then we have Dak and Mahomes and Burrow. So those are my guys today. I really like those guys, and they're going to be different. They're going to be 100% different. And then if you 3x1 stack, you will be able to shoot up the leaderboards today if you get that stack right, which I think we will. All right. So, man was thinking an Eagles stack is a no-brainer. That would be a little bit more high risk. I mean, Hurts did thrash this football team's lineup last week or 2 weeks ago. But you got to remember the scenario there. The football team was on like 5 days rest. They had a bunch of COVID issues. They were playing pretty much their practice squad. So the Eagles should have done that. But Fantasy Labs do like Jalen Hurts today. I'm not going to be on him at all. But I do see your reasoning for maybe sticking with the Eagles there. Stanton, Cardinals, optimistic he plays though. Oh, that's about Connor. So we'll have to condense maybe the Connor or the Edmonds exposure. Seymour is AB playing. Opponent today is screwed if he doesn't play. He's active. Yeah, he's active and ready to go after some milestones for some money. Someone throw in the chat what they are. I know they're pretty far out there, but he could potentially get it. All right, so let's get. Let me show you a couple more of my exposures here. So the cheapest wide receiver that I got, which has, I would say, the biggest upside, is Braxton Berrios. I know he returned a kick return last week, so he has that upside there. They're going to be down. They're going to have to throw the ball. So I have Carter and Berrios, the two only legit targets for them. I have 35% of each. I'm hoping for, little dinks and dunks for Berrios, and then Michael Carter to get a buttload of targets as well. And then my run backs in those KC stacks are going to be Higgins and Jamar Chase. Love both of them. I would prefer, I know I have a little bit more T. Higgins. That's just because of salary relief. I do like Chase a little bit more than Higgins today. And then I think my favorite running back per dollar amount is Sony Michel at 5,800. If some of you guys picked him up in season long, you've probably rode him all the way to your championship matchups. So congrats to you guys there. But then I also am going to go back to the Pringle. I'm going to go Pringle instead of Tyreek a little bit just because of the salary save and the high upside as you guys saw last week where he could potentially go off. So a little bit more of bigger of a player pool. 14 game main slate. You're going to have to differentiate yourself a little bit. It won't be too hard to when you 3-1 stacking it. But everybody's going to have Trey Lance because he's 4,800. So make sure you stay off of him in high risk GPPs. I just think he's going to be very, very chalky, and you're going to have to differentiate yourself a little bit there. But I like Dak, Kyler, Burrow, and Mahomes. And then if you want to have a fifth guy, you can go Stafford. AB needs 11 receptions for 250,000. And 81 yards for 250,000. Oh, he should probably get those. I mean, I don't know about 11 receptions, but he should be targeted heavily. Diggs get 658. Cup 231. Pitts 128. Yeah, Charles R. Yeah, you were talking about Pitts last weekend. He had a pretty dang good game for you, and 2 touchdowns for another 330,000. That's for AB, I'd assume, Stanton. Lot of incentives, a lot of chasing. That's why I like the end of the season. You can kind of throw these guys in your line. I'll have some AB. I'm not going to go over the world for AB. He did have that ankle injury as well. So yeah, if we have any other season-long questions, any other DFS questions, hit me up in the chat, and then we'll get into the picks. Okay. All right, so not our greatest of weeks last week. We kind of got screwed on, so this is week 17. Screwed that up. But we kind of got screwed on James Robinson getting hurt. That prop sucked. And then we had the Jags on top of that. So we were hoping if James Robinson plays, they should handle the Jets. He obviously gets hurt. They don't know what to do on offense. They end up losing that game. And then we were on the Vikings as well. They had so many damn chances to backdoor it or win the damn game. Stafford was handing them the game. Couldn't take advantage of it in the typical Vikings way this year, and we lose those. And then we didn't get the Gronk touchdown. So we went 2-4, minus 2.6 units. Year to date on this show, we're just under minus 7 units. So 46-52, minus 6.43. I feel pretty good about this card. There are a couple instances where I probably would have played some of these in VIP, but I wanted them to be on this show because I want to improve this record a little bit. But I do like, I could have played either one. So the first one, we go Ravens, plus 6.5. So this is the one that I was thinking about going for VIP. Ended up giving it out for free. Do like this position. I know the Ravens are probably going to be without Lamar Jackson. However, this is just too many points here for this Ravens team, who has, no matter who takes the field, has kept the games close, besides last week. Last week was the only time that they got beat by more than one score in the last 5 weeks. So they've lost 5 in a row, but 4 of those have come by like less than 2 points. So they keep games close. Rams are traveling cross country, even though Sean McVay has a pretty good record in that essence. I don't know who they played in those, but I do like the Ravens to cover here. I don't think they're going to win, but I do believe that they can cover 6.5 pretty easily. I can see this being a field goal game for sure. Max Diesel, what's up? Got 2 sit starts in my fantasy championship. First one is full PPR and flex. Full PPR and flex. OBJ, Rashad Penny, Michael Carter. Ooh, good question. Full point PPR. I'm gonna lean to Rashad Penny there. He's just been he's the lead back there. Michael Carter would be a close second. I'm not going to be too high on OBJ. I do think they swarm Cup, And then you also have to factor in Van Jefferson. They're going to try to establish Sony Michel as well. But I like Rashad Penny. Great matchup against the Lions. And he's caught a couple balls out of the backfield. But Rashad Penny is clearly the number one back there. Pete Carroll has stressed this week in and week out for the last 5 weeks, and he has shown it. So I like Rashad Penny there. Second one is full point PPR flex. Jags running back or Braxton Berrios. I'm not going to trust a Jags running back against the Patriots defense. So that was my I was trying to figure out for DFS if I should play any of the Jags guys, and I said no, I'm not going to do it. Not against this Patriots defense at home. They're not going to be able to do much against them. I think they have a low team total as well. Give me Braxton Berrios. He does special teams for him, and he's had multiple targets. I think he can get some mop-up, some garbage time for you. Next one, we're going to go Bills, minus 14. This is a great matchup here for the Bills to just absolutely throttle this Falcons team. Falcons are horrible when they play really good teams. Bills showed last game they can compete for a Super Bowl this year. They are a very solid team. Just had a little bit of a roller coaster throughout the middle of the year, but I think they're going to figure it out down the stretch and compete for a Super Bowl title for Buffalo. But no, the Falcons against playoff teams, they are 0-6 with a minus 146 point differential. Absolutely get torched when they play a very good team. That's why VIP was on Falcons last week, because they're playing the Lions. Lions suck, and they couldn't even cover against the Lions at home. And a very good matchup. They win by I think they won by 4 when I needed them to win by 6.5 or something like that. So it was bullshit. I was pissed. But no, the Bills are absolutely going to roll today. Then every Bills win this year has been by 15 plus, besides last week when they only won by 12. So when they beat people, they throttle them, and they win by at least 15. So I like that. There is snowy conditions. Matt Ryan, he plays in the dome. He's going to fall flat on his face here. They're not going to be able to move the ball very well, and I like the Bills to absolutely roll minus 14. Love this spot here for the Bills. Next one. I know it's so shitty to go back to the Chargers. It's so shitty. So the Chargers are VIP was on them last week, and I just was watching that game in disarray. I think even if you're a Chargers fan, you're just that loss was coming. It had to just come at some point in the season, and it absolutely happened when obviously when VIP was on it, which sucked. But no, this Chargers team, they had a lot of impactful players out for COVID last week. So did the Texans, but I guess it wasn't enough to stray them away from absolutely dominating them. I think this week though, the Chargers get Eckler back. I know they're out Cook. But Steven Anderson should be able to come back in and do his thing. You have Mike Williams back, Eckler, and Allen. So I think this Chargers team rolls. Reason why I like the first half, they got to come out with some urgency. They have to come out, and this is actually a winner go home pretty much for both these teams. Broncos lose, they're out of the playoffs, and if the Chargers lose, they need a lot of help. And I think the Chargers, just talent-wise, so much better. So much better than this Broncos team. Plus, the Broncos have a lot of COVID issues, especially in their secondary, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think Bradley Chubb is out, and then Jerry Jeudy is out for him. I think Sutton made the trip. We'll see how effective he's going to be. And this is fading Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock is a horrific quarterback. I don't think he deserves to be starting in this league. I don't think he's shown his ability to do much in the NFL. So I love the Chargers here. I'm taking the first half. They have a very good against the spread trend, 14-4-3 in the first half against the Broncos in their lifetime span or whatnot. And so I like here Chargers first half -5. Then we got our props. So banking on what Max said earlier on in the chat about stacking this Eagles team. I don't trust Hurts too much in the past game, but the way to thrash this Washington football defense is through the air, and his favorite target is Dallas Goedert. I'm going to end up playing him, and I like his reception yards. I think he had 135 last time they played, and this game is over 52, or this game he gets over 52 and a half reception yards. No Miles Sanders. They have Howard and they have Boston Scott available. I think we see a little bit more passing for Jalen Hurts, and I like for Goddard to have a big day as well. And then you got next one we got is DeAndre Swift, over 27 and a half receptions. So he hasn't played in a while, and I think that's why we get a pretty favorable matchup here. If you've read any of the quotes from Dan Campbell, he has shown and he said, we want to see what we have in DeAndre. We want to see him thrive. Let's get him the ball as much as possible. So, on top of that, the Seahawks give up the most receiving yards to opposing running backs. So this is a perfect position here for DeAndre Swift to absolutely get after it. Reception-wise, he is in my millionaire maker lineup. I love DeAndre Swift today. Just for his upside, he's very risky because he hasn't played in so long. He could play 2 snaps. But the way that Dan Campbell's talked him up, I truly like this position here for him. Over 27.5 receiving yards. Then you got Javonte Williams, anytime touchdown. I always like to see the best value running back, anytime touchdowns. And this is the best one. You could probably do his teammate. You could do both of them. If you want to do Melvin Gordon, I think it's plus 190. You can play both of them, and one of them scores, you profit. So that's a solid way to go there. I'm going to go Javonte. He's going to be in my lotto ticket that I tweet out to my VIP lotto tickets that I give out to my Discord as well. So if you guys are interested in the free Discord, it's in the home Twitch below. The link's there, or you can just go to my link tree on Twitter. We talk all things sports betting, and I give out a couple player props in there, a little bit different plays that I do on Twitter. So, and then if you guys are interested in VIP, it's only $20 a month. Like I said, we were up 40 plus units last month, best month year to date. So let me know if you guys are tailing, if you guys are fading. I'll be here for about probably 4 more minutes or so. If you guys have any last second questions, we'll look back at some props.cash as well. Charles R., what do you think of Josh Allen over 27.5 and Kelce over 68.5? Okay, all right. So you've hit one of the VIP plays that I sent out. First one, it's Kelce over 68.5 receiving yards is a VIP play. So I'll let you guys know for tuning into the stream. Love Travis Kelce today. I know it's tough to trust people that are coming back from the COVID list. He seems to be fine. All reports show that he's going to be 100% coming back in. And you got a favorable matchup here against the Bengals, who when I was looking at it for VIP purposes, I think they've given up 10 out of the 16 the weeks that tight end has beat his prop total. So I really, really like Kelce this week. So that is a VIP play. I'll let you guys know for Charles R. sniffing that out. But Josh Allen over 27.5 rushing yards. That was going to be a way I was going to go. However, I don't know if he's going to use his legs as much today. They're 14-point favorites. It was going to be a tight game last week. I liked his over rushing yards last week. It'd be a small bet for me. It would be a small bet, Charles. But I see where you're going for with that, and I don't mind it. So let's go to props.cash real quick. So this is Dallas Goedert. As you guys saw last time, 135 yards against Washington. And he had 9 targets against Washington. Yeah, he's going to get peppered. Absolutely peppered. But no, let's go to Josh Allen real quick. And if you guys do have any other questions with props.cash, if you guys want to get going with it, I have a 10% off their annual membership. All you have to use is promo code .bets when you check out, and you guys get 10% off their annual membership. Had a couple people hit me up, said that they want a nice little chunk of change after using this software. The software is amazing. It's easy to read and make your own informed decisions. So I really use these guys all the time. Let's go to, where are we going? Buffalo. So his rush yards. So he's hitting 10 of 15 this year, and he's at. So you might be at. Are you at Prize Picks, Charles? Maybe getting a little bit better one. But this line says 32.5, and he's hit that. So he's hit 27.5, and you can adjust this here. It's the same amount, so I'd be okay with that. It's 32.5. I just don't know how much he's going to run. That's the only downfall to taking his rush yards. I just don't know. I like Singletary today a little bit more. They've trusted him a lot more in the on Prize Picks. Yeah, that's what I figured. I need to check them out. That's starting to be a little bit a lot more popular. I see it all the time now. I need to check those guys out. See what it's all about. Let me show you guys the Swift prop as well. And then we'll be here for about 2 more minutes or so. If you guys have any last second questions, if not, I'll run by the plays one more time if someone just popped in. Let me show you guys Swift really quick. So 27.5. So banking on the early season form when Swift was at his best, going for it, he hit that 1, 2, 3, 4. About 7 in a row. 7 in a row, 27.5. I'm banking on that production. The way Dan Campbell's talking him up, Tim Boyle should be having a lot of dump balls, and Swift should have a lot of receptions today. Just not trusting this Lions team to move the ball that much, but they're going to rely on. And as you guys can see behind me here, 31st against the rush or the pass yards, and then Seattle Lions. Against running backs, they have all this historical data here behind me. Montgomery had 61 yards. His line was 20.5 last week. Mitchell, 8.5, 18. Gibson was 10.5, 35. Dillon was 9.5, 62. Aaron Jones, 26.5. He got 61. So you see, all of these running backs are crushing their receiving totals against this running back line of Seattle. So reason why I'm playing it, really like this position as well. So let's run by the plays one more time really quick before we get up on out of here. So we got the Ravens. Then we got the Bills. We got Chargers first half. And then the prop bets. Goddard, DeAndre Swift over reception yards. And then we have Javonte Williams anytime touchdown plus 175. The best value that you will find at the running back position today. Or you can take Melvin Gordon. You do that plus 190 as well. So, all right. If you guys have any questions, hop in the Discord. You can go to my link tree on Twitter, and we will be there. I'll probably be there till noon today. Then I'll sit back, watch TV. If you guys have any questions about the 3 o'clock slate, let me know in there. Also, if you guys have any questions about the VIP, DM me on Twitter as well. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're going to have a positive card here. I promise you that. We're going to have a positive card, and we're going to get back into the green. All right. See you guys.